As we continue to wait eagerly for new information or marketing material for Matrix 4, there are still thousands of unanswered questions about the original Matrix lore. This series of videos is dedicated to answering as many questions as possible about the Matrix as we inch ever closer to the inevitable premiere of the next film of the franchise. We are here to answer your questions, such as, will Neo be blind in Matrix 4? What happened to Sati and Seraph after they were assimilated? And why did the architect describe humans as test subjects? Welcome to Matrix Explained.
Welcome to the desert of the real.
Our first question comes from username Microchip Mind Control. What happened to Sati and Seraph after they were assimilated by Smith? In Matrix Revolutions, the Oracle explains to Sati the secret to baking delicious cookies.
That's it. That's the secret. You've got to use your hands.
Why?
Cookies need love like everything does.
When the Smiths arrived at the Oracle's apartment, she asked them what they did with Sati.
What did you do with Sati?
Cookies need love like everything does.
The Oracle is upset because she knows that that particular Smith whom she is talking to is Sati. That's how he knows about the secret of cooking. He has Sati's memories. Here we learn something very important. Smith obtains the memories of his assimilated victims. This is how he managed to find the Oracle. It was thanks to Seraph and Sati's memories. This is on top of the fact that Smith gains the abilities of the programs he assimilated, such as Seraph's fighting abilities and the Oracle's foresight. Smith was able to blend in the city of Zion and fool everyone thanks to Bane. He knew everything that Bane knew, his friends, colleagues, and where everything was in the city. Sati and Seraph's assimilation led us to a theory that we've already discussed on this channel. Just as Smith gained something from Sati after he assimilated her, Sati gained something from Smith after she was cured of his virus. Sati had changed. Smith was infected by the Anomalies code when Neo destroyed him. However, when Smith assimilated Sati, a program without a purpose, he might have infected her also with the same Anomalies code, explaining how Sati was able to make the sunrise at the end of Matrix Revolutions. A purposeless program can now change the Matrix on a grand scale. Perhaps this was part of the Oracle's plan. She meant for Sati to be assimilated. Our next question of the day: will Neo be blind in Matrix 4? Remember that Neo lost his eyes during his fight against the Smith-infected Bane in Revolutions. Both of his eyes were burned, but this granted Neo a new form of sight. He was now able to see Smith hiding inside Bane. He was able to see beyond the physical world, Smith, the machines, and Machine City. Neo was able to see them in Golden Code. But what does this mean for the character in Matrix 4? As of this video, every piece of leaked footage and images we have of Neo in Matrix 4 show him with his eyes intact. Footage like Neo riding with Trinity on a motorcycle is most likely scenes of them inside the Matrix or the Construct. A blind person in the real world can see inside the simulation, because inside the Matrix, you do not use your eyes.
Why my eyes, sir?
You've never used them before. Rest, Neo. The answers are coming.
Neo had no issue seeing inside the Matrix to fight Smith. He won't have vision problems inside the simulation or the Construct. But in the real world, that's a different story. The machines took Neo's body and perhaps placed him inside a pod. We do not know if the liquid used in the pods have any healing properties. The only effect we have seen the liquid have on a person's body is that it prevents hair and fingernail growth. So it is likely that Neo is still without his eyes and will remain blind when or if he is reawakened in the real world. Though there is the possibility that the machines could repair his eyes. The machines are incredibly advanced in terms of technology and human body modification. Repairing Neo's eyes could be within their power, since they have spent centuries experimenting on humans. And speaking of human experimentation, why did the architect refer to humans as test subjects? This, our last question of the day, is courtesy of Laura Normington.
As I was saying, she stumbled upon a solution whereby nearly 99% of all test subjects accepted the program as long as they were given a choice, even if they were only aware of the choice at a near unconscious level.
The Matrix simulation works in cycles. The architect is comparable to a scientist who conducts experiments to change the variables of an equation to improve it. For him, humans are mere test subjects. They are lab rats. Each Matrix cycle is a new experiment, where the goal is to achieve 100% effectiveness of the simulation, and the humans are the guinea pigs. They are subjected to the architect's experiments to see how the changes that are implemented into the equation affect them. In the original Matrix, we were told that humans were being used as a power source for the machines, but maybe they serve another purpose. An important detail about artificial intelligence is that it learns through repetition. The simulation may have been created so that the machines can learn from humans and continue to perfect themselves. Each new cycle brings new information and experiences, not just the continued perfection of the simulation, the aforementioned 100% effectiveness. Perhaps the machines have not yet managed to transcend humans at the conscious level, and so they continue to experiment on them, adding new elements such as love and choice to each cycle, all for the purpose of improving themselves. But do you agree? Will Neo continue to be blind in Matrix 4? Did Sati gain powers and a purpose after being assimilated by Smith? Are humans connected to the Matrix just to serve as lab rats for the machines? Before we go, we would like to thank all of our current and new members of the channel, all of you who have supported our videos and helped make it possible for us to continue to create new content daily about this incredible film universe. If you would like to become a member and support our channel, just click on the join button next to the subscribe button. Being a member grants you exclusive emotes and badges for the premieres, with new soon to be announced perks for all members. For Matrix Explained, please leave a like and subscribe. And thank you for visiting the Desert of the Real.